Does Mormonism teach the doctrine of demons? In 1 Timothy 4, 1 through 3, it says, "The Spirit clearly says that in the latter times some will abandon the faith and follow deceiving spirits and things taught by demons. Such teachings come through hypocritical liars whose conscience have been seared as a hot iron. They forbid people to marry and order them to abstain from certain foods, which God created to be received with thanksgiving by those who believe and who know him." In Doctrine and Covenants 89, it states, "Yea, flesh also of the beasts and of the fowls of the air, I the Lord have ordained for the use of man with thanksgiving. Nevertheless, they are to be used sparingly, and it is pleasing unto me that they should not be used only in times of winter, or cold, or famine. All grain is ordained for the use of man and of beasts to be the staff of life, not only for man, but for the beasts of the field and the fowls of the heaven, and all wild animals that run or creep on the earth. And these hath God made for the use of man only in times of famine and excess of hunger." What has been said about this at General Conference? For example, the Word of Wisdom counsels us to eat meat sparingly. All over the church, the belief is general that the word of wisdom is practically observed if the individual abstains from the use of tea, coffee, liquor, and tobacco. But a careful reading of the Revelation shows this belief to be erroneous. There is much more to the document than abstention from the use of narcotics. Among the statements are these: "Every herb in the season thereof, and every fruit in the season thereof, all these to be used with prudence and thanksgiving. Yea, flesh also of the beasts and of the fowls of the air, I the Lord have ordained for the use of man with thanksgiving. Nevertheless, they are to be used sparingly, and it is pleasing unto me that they should not be used only in times of winter, cold, or famine." Goes on in that same speech, he states, "Meats are to be used sparingly. Now I read again the words of the revelation of the prophet. They, meats, are to be used sparingly, and it is pleasing unto me that they should not be used only in times of winter, or cold, or famine." Brigham Young said that we will use cold drinks to allay thirst and warm drinks for medicine. Flesh should be used sparingly in famine and in cold. Does this doctrine qualify under 1 Timothy 4 as a doctrine of demons? Remember, it says they forbid people to marry and order them to abstain from certain foods.